Coming at you from the Steel City, you're listening to Poor Man's Podcast, Pittsburgh's premier comedy podcast. Your weekly dose of humor, hosted by Chris Hopper and with a new special guest each week. And here's your host, Chris Hopper.
Woo! Woo!
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Poor Man's Podcast. I'm your host, Chris. Along with me, as always, is the beautiful, is the wonderful Shaylee, baby. Shay, how are you doing this fine evening?
I'm living my best life. Just happy to be here.
And joining us, as always, as well, we have producer Cheech. Oh, giving himself the laughs and applause. Wow.
Sounds better.
We have a big show tonight. We're going to have Aaron Kleiber on as our guest tonight. But before that, we are joined in stage studio, by Jeremy Tiroff and Scott Strait. Sorry, I'm looking for the thing with your names so people watching can see it.
Thank you for having us.
It's wonderful to have you here. Cheech, are the mics up or am I just not hearing it?
No, I was just going to say, yeah, they're up. Just pull them real close to your mouth.
Okay. Make out.
Try to make out with it. Yeah. There you go.
Absolutely.
I'm gonna
Fuck
drink
yeah.
beer.
When it hits your esophagus, stop. That's usually our advice. Shay, it's wonderful to have you back. We didn't have you last week.
I know. I missed a good show last week, too. I was not happy about that.
Well, it's wonderful to have you back. Cheech, it's wonderful to have you back. We had
Happy to be back.
Rick Seaback on last week.
Yeah. Real sad I missed that.
Yeah, he's a legend.
He is
in
a
these
living
parts,
legend,
man.
yeah.
But like I said, we have Aaron Kleiber, comedian, on tonight. We're going to have comedians all month of August. Then we're going to have Mark Shimkitz next week, Maddie Malloy, Seneca Stone, and then wrapping up the month with Chrissy Costa. So I'm excited to have all of them in here.
Yep.
Cheech, we're going to start this real quick with stuff to do in Pittsburgh. Normally we do the beers of the week, but because Jeremy and Scott are here, we're going to do stuff to do in Pittsburgh first, and then we'll get into the beers. So we can take our time with that, really dive into that. So Cheech, feel free to start it whenever you want to, man.
As soon as you stop talking.
I'm ready for you.
As soon as you stop talking.
I'm ready for it, man.
You have this like a well-oiled.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. We hope you had...
For our beer and wine lovers. First up is the Rhythm and Bruise Festival on August 6th at 5 p.m. Local breweries will be on tap, including East End, Trace, and more. Purchase your tickets ahead of time to save $10. It's $35 now and $45 on the day of. Yoga and beer at Inner Groove Brewing is happening in Allentown. Decompress from your week and enjoy a delightful sip afterwards. I don't know about you guys, but it's like Monday morning and I'm already stressed, so I'm probably going to hit this one up. For our wine drinkers, there's a winery Polish festival at Wynoski, celebrating all things Polish culture paired with the perfect wine. This event is free to the public, and minors under 21 must be accompanied by an adult. And lastly, the Car Bazaar is back at the Forbes and Smithfield parking garage on Saturday morning. Come out and enjoy this open-air market featuring makers, artists, sellers, live music, and food trucks. There will be a ton of cool and vintage things for you to buy, so you can shop till you drop. For details on these events and even more, check out our weekend guide. Thanks. Bye.
Well, there you have it, everybody. The wonderful ladies from Stuff to Do in Pittsburgh. Sounded like something may have been going on in the background. I think Britta recorded it from a subway train.
Yeah.
Like, literally.
Done in one take.
Yeah.
She's on a tee this morning.
What are the chances? Not what are the chances. Obviously, it's a big event. But number one on Stuff to Do in
I
Pittsburgh.
know.
Not like we talked to them or anything. Number one is Rhythm and Bruise. And, we can't have two better people to talk to about that. But like I said, we'll talk to you about that in a minute so we can really get into it. Shay, did any of the other events stick out to you?
I think that there was a lot that's posted that weren't really talked about. I like the one with the dog. Looked like there was a dog and ice cream or something.
Yeah. Dog party? Yeah, it's dog and ice
The
cream.
dog party?
Yeah. All the way down here.
Oh, you're picking the ones that aren't on the list.
Doggy
Awesome.
ice cream party.
Like last time.
Yep, exactly like last time.
So that is a good segue into why people should go onto their website.
Yep.
If you click through, there are some things that aren't on that they don't talk about that Shay will bring up that no one has any reference for that you
You're welcome.
you can check out.
I
There's
believe you're
extra
not
events,
into this
obviously.
one, Shay.
The drag brunch at oh
Yeah.
yeah, I didn't see that. I was too
can't
busy
believe
looking at
that's
that
not
guy in
what-
the corner.
yeah.
You guys got to go to the
shoulda had
website.
it.
Yeah, the one looking at the camera. Yeah, I know what's going on here.
Should have had all the art available for other stories that we weren't talking about. Unfortunately, I just got the ones that they touched on. Now, Shay, I'm glad you brought up the wine thing.
Oh yeah, wine. Everybody loves wine.
Yeah, that is at Winoski Winery. That's a Polish festival. That's free, but I guess you, if you're 21 or under, you need accompanied by an adult. So
That would
that
make
makes
sense.
I
Okay.
guess.
Yeah, that would make a whole lot of sense.
Then the car bazaar. I guess we were talking about that before.
Bazaar.
Yeah, I guess they just like have the parking lot on Smithfield and Forbes or whatever. And it's
Oh,
like a
okay.
flea market.
Yeah,
Yeah.
very cool.
And it
Very
says
cool.
parking is at Smithfield and Forbes, so it doesn't get much better than that, really.
Yeah.
Agreed. Yep.
And then yoga and beer. Where's that? At Inner Groove. If you buy Shay a beer, she'll let you Inner Groove.
He's not lying.
Hey,
He's not lying.
where's the drum roll, Cheech? Where's the? There we go. That's close enough.
Excellent
Shay.
segue. Excellent segue.
Same here. It's fine.
Yeah, going around. Hey, man, a couple beers. What are you gonna do? That's probably why Jeremy brought them. Excellent segue into the beers. Now, Jeremy and Scott, I'm glad to have you on. We're gonna talk about Rhythm and Brews coming up August 6th this Saturday. So, can you tell us a little bit more about it?
Yeah. So thank you, first of all, for having us.
Absolutely.
They had a similar event here in 2019. And then, of course, there was this thing called the pandemic that happened. And we haven't been able to
Unfortunately.
have anything like this since. And we were really kind of starting from scratch with what we were doing. Sabrina Miller was nice enough to ask me to join in the planning committee. And then we got our committee together, which included Scott, and it includes Dan McKelvey, Logan Robbins, and Jeff Stunkard. And from there, we were just kind of like piecing it together. And in the beginning, it sucked, and I was pretty sure we weren't going to do very well. But then we started personally going to the breweries. And I was literally handing them a letter saying what it was and explaining it. My wife called it my psycho killer letter. Like, who does that?
She wasn't wrong.
I know.
She wasn't wrong.
It's fine, yeah.
You had the lipstick on it, like Billy
You don't
Madison.
know me, but I like your beer.
Here's this
Smell
homie.
different away.
So she's not wrong. I'm never going to say that.
Or
So,
whatever they would say.
But from there, we've actually we ended up, initially we were like, well, we were going to do 12 pour stations. We had so many breweries interested in it. We ended up with 15. And we actually have 16 pour stations because Vicini Distributing is one of our sponsors. And
Wait, is that the one we were just talking about?
Vicini?
Is that what I just said? The winery?
No. What's funny is
Oh, that's Vinoski.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think wine and beer is different. Wine and beer is different.
No, Vicini
Very
is this
close.
distributor in Millville that's been around forever, and they have everything. I used to actually work for them, funny enough.
Oh, really?
I had a job for 2 years. Every Saturday I would deliver beer, and I would basically spend my paycheck on beer after the fact because I got a
That makes
discount.
sense.
And I wore the same T-shirt
Yeah.
every Saturday for 2 years to deliver beer.
Nice.
Until it had just holes all over the chair. So they're a pour station, actually. So now we have 16 pour stations at this.
That's awesome.
The difference between what we're doing and what some of these other festivals do is, so with a lot of them, they'll just set up a tent and you go from like tent to tent and you just get beer, right? And you hang out and you do whatever. What we're doing here is we're making the focus not just the breweries, we're making the focus the neighborhood.
Right.
Yeah.
Bellevue is, we're a small neighborhood, we're a small town, right? But we're growing a lot, and people are starting to notice things here, things that you don't have other places. And it's affordable, and it's a great place to live and stuff like that. And we have all these businesses, and if you walk down Lincoln Avenue, you'll see maybe 3 or 4 places that are corporate, and everything else is private, like small business.
Yeah, mom and pop
Local
shops.
but they thrive here because people go up and they support them.
Yeah.
And what we're trying to do here, it's a fly. What we're trying to do here.
It was landing on me earlier, and I kept thinking I was imagining it.
No. It's my turn. So what we're doing here is we're actually putting the pour stations inside of the businesses. We've paired the businesses with the breweries, so the people not only are going in to get their pour, but they're actually checking out what these businesses have to offer.
Oh, that's
Right.
sweet.
Which is huge.
It's a
Yeah.
good thought.
And another thing we did is instead of doing food trucks, right, a lot of the local restaurants and stuff like that, they're selling food, like portable versions of their food.
Yeah.
That's
Cheaper.
awesome.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah, so you get really a taste of everything here, right? So we're excited about that, and the businesses are excited. I've been talking to them literally almost every day, and I'm very tired. but they're super happy about it. I mean, Scott's interacted with a lot of the businesses, and they're really excited for what's coming. We have an awesome lineup. So in 2019, they had. I was.
Are you talking breweries or businesses right now?
Both?
Both. Yeah.
Both,
Okay.
yeah.
Well, I didn't mean it for
It's funny because since 2019, some of the businesses weren't even here. Like Maxwell's wasn't here. The Pittsburgh Smoke Shop wasn't here.
Yeah.
I think P Square was here, but they were just starting.
They were just there.
202 wasn't here yet.
Yeah. When the closet's newer, that's one
Yeah,
of
the
them.
closet's
I mean,
here.
that's
and people need to know about that too.
Yeah.
And the 1867 Tattoo wasn't here yet.
Yeah.
And James does amazing work, and so does every other artist he has there.
Yeah.
You know, so people are gonna. These places have come up.
There's some crazy places. Not to interrupt you, but we had Sierra Sellers on like 2 weeks ago, and she invited me to listen to her practice after. And I was like, "Oh, okay. Where do you need to go?" She's like, "Right across the street." Like, I didn't know there was like recording things in the church.
Yeah.
I didn't know that either.
Yeah, there's
that's
like a
awesome.
studio in
in
there.
the center, and there's one at the Greenstone Church.
Okay.
Right down at the end of Lincoln.
I had no idea.
Yeah, they're recording studios.
Yeah, they were getting ready for Deutschtown. She headlined the Friday
Yeah,
one.
Georgetown Music Fest.
Yeah,
Yeah. See, there's hidden gems all through here. There's
Right.
There is a pinball place here.
right. Yeah, that's what I was going to
There's
touch on.
pinball and pool and darts and ping pong, and they have it open. It's 5 hours for $15 all you can play.
No shit.
Oh wow.
Right, and it's
Oh wow.
BYOB.
Yeah, that's good.
Oh, I didn't know that.
It's what?
BYOB, and
Right.
Just
It's BYOB.
play games.
Oh,
for
no
free.
shit.
Fridges, you can bring a cooler up.
Yeah.
And you pay like $5 extra. They have pizza.
That sounds
Yeah.
fucking wonderful.
Yeah.
Right. Like,
It's like adult Chuck E. Cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So good.
Yep,
It really is.
exactly.
Sounds so good.
I had my 45th birthday party.
Yeah.
Fuck
and
yeah.
I was like, we're doing that. We're going to rent it out. And everybody had a good time. And everybody was like, we didn't even know this was here.
Yeah.
And that's the point. Like, you know, they can't afford to advertise like crazy. They're a small,
Yeah.
Right.
you know, like they're a small deal. But like, how cool is that? And people
Right.
don't know that.
Right.
And how many times, like, your kids, you know, we talk about how it's always like breweries coming in or restaurants coming in, but like nothing for kids. Send your kid up there with $15 and let them go for 5 hours.
Right.
Like, that's cool,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
And we want people to know that. So they're going to have a Dancing Gnome is going to be stationed
Yeah.
with them.
Cool.
And like we want people to see that. So, but we in 2019, and again, I didn't go to that. Did you go to the one in
I did.
2019? Okay, of
course.
So you, I
Somebody
think
needed to do their due diligence around
I
here.
have no idea why I didn't go to that.
That was research.
But,
That was research.
R&D.
but we moved here in 2018. I didn't go to the one in 2019. But I saw the lineup, and like it's great that they had it. But some of those places were like Penn Brewery, Southern Tier, which are they're
Yeah.
great breweries. I'm
Yeah.
not knocking that, but like they don't need exposure.
And
Right.
the number of breweries
They
that have
have it.
popped up since 2019.
Right.
Right.
As well. Right.
Right.
There's a lot of new ones too.
And the ones that we chose, there's some ones that are really like flying under the radar. that
Yeah.
people absolutely should know about. Like, so I didn't know about some of these, and we've personally gone to all of them.
Yeah.
Somebody from our committee has personally gone to all of them to speak to everybody at those. And like, so when people ask me, so I'm a real estate agent, shameless plug, right? And when people ask me like, how do you know when you should invest in an area? I'm like, a brewery's going in and a really good restaurant.
Yeah.
And then
That's
you start
huge.
investing.
Yep.
So there's places like Ambridge, right? If you look at Ambridge, it wasn't doing great for a while, and even now it's super affordable, and it's still got every place has its issues,
Right.
Even here, right? But they have 2 breweries up there, 2 breweries.
I didn't know
and
that.
They're not, and
Yeah,
they're not
yeah.
there just cashing in, doing whatever. They're super involved in the community.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
that's
they
cool.
love the community there, and they do events for the community. They raise funds for the community. They're doing a lot of cool stuff. It's Fermata and it's Ultra Genius. They're literally
Yeah.
right down the street from each other.
Oh, wow.
And they collaborate and work together. Like
Yeah.
That's
it's
sweet.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, you drive past both of them on your way here.
Oh, do I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Didn't know that.
They're like
Okay.
a street over from where you're
They're
driving.
great, and they're totally like in sync but different. They have different styles, so it's
Yeah.
not like you're going from one to the other. They're not cookie cutter.
Yeah.
None of these really are. I mean, we went to Abjuration, right? So if you look at Abjuration's beers, they have this weird off the wall stuff sometimes. Now they have your regular stuff like an IPA, a Pilsner, whatever, but they also have stuff that's like, here's our Oreo dessert stout.
Yeah.
You know,
Oh.
and they serve it in beakers.
Oh,
and like, they have
sweet.
beers that are like neon green,
Yeah.
and sour apple, whatever, and blah blah blah. The dudes there are awesome.
It's not
we're
an
basically
Urban
like,
Meyer flask. I'm not drinking out of it, man.
we're basically
The
like
Bunsen
best
burner
friends
on,
there.
get it all going.
Yeah.
But they're in McKees Rocks, right?
Yeah.
And people are like, McKees Rocks, and I'm like, there's a lot of cool stuff that's going in there because it's affordable
Yeah.
to do
Yeah.
that. The Roxy Theater is there.
Yeah.
And then you're right down from there. You have a brewery. They have a beer garden with live music. They have a bar right next to them, and they have a movie theater that they're attached to. And you can literally, it's a 48-seat movie theater, and you can rent it
Oh, that's cool.
and buy your beer and go right in.
Oh, that would be nice.
Yeah, I was going to say one of the things that was really appealing as we were approaching the different breweries was once we got a few on board, they started noticing, hey, Brew Gentlemen, hey. And the word spread pretty quickly. We got a lot of respect from the lineup that we had. And Jeremy, you were talking earlier about people don't know about Bellevue. I lived here since 2014, and I really didn't know Bellevue. I'd driven past on 65. I had never gone up the hill.
That's
onto
exactly
Lincoln.
my experience with Bellevue.
Right, my
until
wife
I
had
moved
lived here before, and
Yeah.
that's the only reason why we came up here, and we ended up moving here. But I think of the 500 people that are coming, I would bet half of them have never been here.
Right.
Oh,
So
right.
for
Yeah,
the
I agree.
businesses, the local businesses, oh my God, I didn't know there was this store. Hey, there's a brewery. Hey, there's a candle making shop. There's all
Yeah.
these different restaurants. That's great. That's great for Bellevue. That gets more notoriety, visibility for the community. It's a win-win. I mean, and for the breweries, it's also they get their names out there,
Right.
And people are willing. Bruce snobs will go anywhere for a beer. We don't know that.
Oh, absolutely.
Bruce snobs will hop in the car and drive 3 counties over. That
Yeah.
doesn't matter.
Yeah.
So
Oh,
I
yeah.
mean, for a lot of these breweries, I've never tried. Even the ones that are coming, there's several I've never had.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to trying their beer.
And here's the thing that we try to do with this too. So like a lot of these brewery festivals, what people don't realize is that when people put them up, they give them a stipend. They go, this is what we're going to give you, and this is what we want. And a lot of these breweries lose money doing these festivals because it's advertising for them.
Right.
And we said to them, like, I don't want any brewery to lose money. They work just as hard as anybody else, right? And I mean, I want them to want to come back.
Right.
Right. So we're like, give it to us at a discount, give it to us at cost. We're still we're going to be fine.
Right.
And when he said 500 people, that's actually an understatement at this point. Like we didn't realize this. And like I said, we were really kind of worried about it initially because we didn't get much traction. Then all of a sudden everything started happening. Mm-hmm. And now we've actually had to put a limit on the amount of tickets that we're going to sell for it. Because again,
That's
we're a small
crazy.
town. I know,
Yeah.
it's awesome. While I remember, because I'm going to forget, well, I'm saying that we are a small town. We don't have an infrastructure like Southside or Lawrenceville or something like that. So anybody who's going, we are encouraging them to use a ride service. Parking here is going to be tough, and we don't want to interfere with the residents because a lot of people live really close to there. And
Right.
this isn't something that happens. This isn't like a weekend on the South Side where you expect that.
Right.
So
Well, that's one of the good things and bad things, like you were talking about with some of the businesses around here.
Mm-hmm.
I think what helps a lot of the mom and pop places is like it's walking distance for a lot of people.
Yeah.
absolutely.
Like I will walk up the street and get breakfast at Dory Villa or the Rusty Nail or whatever. Like one of those places, I can walk to get whatever I really need.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's
The house
usually-
that I
but,
live-
yeah, there's not parking and there's not.
The house that I live in, I didn't even want to look at. And then my wife was like, it's a 4-minute walk to a brewery that's going in. And I'm like, we can look at it. And then we bought it. So there we are.
Just so you guys know, up on the screen for anyone watching, it's the Rhythm and Brews thing, and then it has all the breweries listed that are going to be
Good.
there.
I didn't want to sit here and rattle off all 15.
Yes.
But I can, and I can probably do it alphabetically.
Oh,
And Chris, I was just going to mention one thing real quick. So
Yes.
one of the things that I think was a really good move is we, in connecting with these different breweries, provide them, and it sounds so elementary, it was a spreadsheet saying, hey, we want you to all to see what different types of beers that the other breweries are bringing.
Yeah. Right.
So we have a variety. If you show up, you're not all going to get IPAs.
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
we're going to have sours. We're going to have stouts. We're going to
Right.
have IPA. I mean, there's going to be quite a variety, and we're talking 32
Oh, more than
varieties?
that.
More than that, maybe?
I know for a fact, Cobble House is bringing 4 varieties.
No. Okay, more.
Aslan's going to have 4 varieties. Brew Gentlemen is 2. I'm going through it. Who has multiples? East End is going to have 4 varieties. Spoonwood's going to have 4 varieties. Fermata's going to have 3. Everybody else is going to have at least 2. Mm-hmm. And there's like all kinds of stuff. We're talking sours. We're talking oatmeal stouts. We're talking IPAs. We're talking Pilsners, Kolsch's. Like every style you could have, because we don't want somebody to walk to a station and not want that particular beer. Mm-hmm. Like, so we really wanted to have a really good variety. We do. It's great. We're not going to list that ahead of time, but like I know, we even have some beers from those places tonight. And
Well, I'm glad you said that. I want to kind of talk about some of the beers that you brought.
Okay.
And have us taste.
I brought way too many beers, by the way.
Yeah,
You can never
definitely
have
talk
way
about
too many
them.
beers.
How many hours are we here?
Facebook. Yeah. So Shay, which ones? I'll let you go first.
Okay. My first one is Hitchhiker. It's Fruit Rush Smoothie Sour Shandy with blackberry and lemonade. It's 4.8%. It's really good. It tastes. You can kind of taste like the fruit in it, but it almost tastes kind of like it has like a little bit of a seasoning to it. I don't know. It's different, but it's really, really good. And then I have the secondary one here. It's called Everyday Pilsner. I didn't get to try this one yet, but I promise throughout this podcast I will. This one's 4.4%. So I think it looks simple, but I think it's going to be really good.
Can you can you rate them based on our Guy Fieri flavor ranking for Scott and for Jeremy? Jeremy, you might have ranked them before, but we have them up on the TV now, so you can see them. Okay. Number 1 star is Gangster. 2 star, Out of Bounds. 3 stars, Shut the Front Door. And 4, of course, the pinnacle, Flavor Town.
I think that I'm going to go Out of Bounds with this one.
With which one?
I'm going to go Out of Bounds with the Fruit Punch Hitchhiker one.
Okay.
I didn't try the other one yet.
Oh, okay. Well, then we'll come back to you.
We'll come back.
Cheech, you ready to go?
On the Bane of Existence, yeah, for sure.
Okay.
Double.
That's a Hitchhiker too, isn't it?
Yes, it is. Double
That's a
dry.
Hitchhiker staple, actually.
Yeah,
Like, that's
yeah.
one of their primary beers.
I like Hitchhiker. They have
It's-
good beers.
it's
They
wonderful.
really do.
Yeah, we had I forget what we had, but we had something from Hitchhiker at the restaurant I work at, actually, on tap. Yeah, it was really good. But it is 6.6. I'm going Shut the Front Door.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's good.
I've had that one.
I drink a lot of these.
I agree.
You know?
That it is pretty good. What'd you say the ABV was again? 6 something?
6.6.
Yeah. That's a pretty good one. Did you try your other one? Or you just
Not
gonna-
yet. Not yet.
All right.
It's just here. I'll do it right now.
Oh wow.
I'll do it right now.
But not neither
Aslan
one of
Sour.
us.
Spontaneous.
Wow.
Check me out.
This is the
I
live
told you to
reaction.
drink or to pick me a sour.
Yes. I think
And this
Jeremy
is-
actually picked this one, so I
Oh,
don't want to
okay.
take too
Right
much
on.
credit. I hate it.
No, this one's really good, and I'm not a chocolate guy. I saw this as I was kind of thumbing through
Yeah.
the
Thumbing through
selection
the
you
beer
brought.
selection.
Yeah, there's a lot, and this tickled my fancy, I must say. But it's got raspberry, hazelnut, and chocolate.
I wanna
It's
taste that one.
It's 5%, and it's really good. It's
Flavor
not
Town?
like
That's tough.
I'm still at Shut the Front Door,
wow.
just because I'm not a huge.
Oh, wow.
I'm not a huge
I want to say
chocolate
something
guy.
about Aslan.
Oh, wow.
So,
It's good.
Okay.
It's
Okay.
not like too chocolatey. You know what I mean? It's not
It
like over the
smells
top.
like a dessert, too. I mean, of course, it still smells kind of like a beer, but it has a very desserty smell, too. That's good.
Yeah.
That's chocolate.
I
for
used
sure.
to hate sours and fruity stuff and whatever,
Yeah.
and now that we've gone to a lot of these places and tried them, I was at Abjuration. They have a blueberry cheesecake sour.
Oh, okay.
Unreal. I went
Oh
to,
my God,
we
that'd
went
be
to
so good.
Spoonwood,
Yeah.
and they have this, and it's going to be on.
Where is Spoonwood? Sorry.
It's
South Hills,
like
somewhere in the
South Hills,
Okay.
Bethel Park,
Yeah.
Whitehall area.
Oh, okay.
And their facility is great. It's
Yeah.
beautiful. It's gorgeous. But they have it's called shortcake. It's a strawberry cream ale.
Oh, okay.
Dude, I don't normally like that
No, I
stuff.
don't
Yeah.
know either.
But it
Oh,
sounds
those
good.
both sound
Unreal how
so good.
So
Oh my
Aslan-
God.
Aslan that we're talking about, Aslan isn't even here yet.
Mm-hmm.
They're coming here. They're Virginia based, and the owner in Virginia has been talking to Dan specifically. Dan and Logan, I have to give them credit because they've been working really, really hard on this. Logan is our tech guy, and he's prepared all the passports, the posters, everything else, social media. Dan has been coordinating with the breweries and killing it, and those guys made this happen. I'm just logistics, whatever.
Yeah.
So, and Scott is a grunt, and we're going to work on picking up barrels and stuff. So, no, he's been working with the businesses. But Aslan isn't here yet. They actually are still building their facility here in the Strip. So there's that new construction on Smallman Street in the back of the Strip near Ironborn and that sort of thing.
Okay.
They're going in there.
Oh, no
wow,
shit.
okay.
In the, what is it, the terminal?
Yeah, the
Yes,
terminal.
Yeah.
Yeah,
correct.
the terminal.
So I didn't know anything about them, and Logan actually moved here from Virginia. He lives on the same street as me. Cool. We happened to meet by chance, and Logan was like, "Oh, these guys are great. They're coming here." Told us all about it. No joke. So I'm drinking can we skip to mine? And where am I
Yeah, no, please. Yeah.
What a great segue, right? It's like a natural.
Can I? Yes.
Yeah.
You can. Go ahead.
It's in Aslan. It's called Tyson's Grandma, and it's an IPA with pecans and cinnamon and maple syrup, which I would usually hate, but it's subtle. They make an IPA too that's also a peanut butter and strawberry IPA.
Oh,
And no joke,
that'd be good.
it's so good. Every beer I've had from Aslan is super good.
Yeah.
And that's exciting too because people don't know who that is, and they're not here yet. We're probably going to be the first festival, event, whatever, where their beers are going to be on it.
Yeah.
And we're going to have 4 varieties of them too.
Fuck
Yeah, I'm
man.
excited to try
That's
those.
exciting.
Those
That
sound
was,
good.
yeah, I wanted to
That
say the
sounds
one beer
super
I
good.
was talking to you about earlier. I think it was called Dead Inside. I think it was just an
Yeah.
IPA. And it's one of the better IPAs I've had in the last year. The best one I think I've had, the best pure IPA, is Brew Gentleman's General Braddock, which I think Scott's drinking right now.
And that's going to be there.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Brew Gentleman gets like more respect from the other breweries than anyone else.
Oh,
They
yeah.
all look like we've met them and we've talked to them and they see the poster and everything else of our lineup and they're all like, man, Brew Gentleman's gonna be there. Yeah. And I'm like, and like even the guys in Abjuration, we were hanging out and they're like, man, that's a really good lineup except, you're missing BG. And I'm like, Brew Gentleman? And they're like, yeah. And I'm like, it's on the top of the fucking poster.
Did you even read it?
I'm like, oh, it's perfect. I'm like,
We actually have all the other logos forming the B and G.
right. So we had a good laugh at that.
Yeah.
But, yeah. So
They're delicious.
yeah, their stuff is always good. And the cool thing about them too is, again, it's another place that they went to an area that like had its issues. Braddock had its issues, and I remember going there when they were that, and I was like, "Are we going to Braddock?" And
Yeah.
but then like they've grown, they have an outdoor space, and they're canning and they're going wherever, and they haven't left that community.
Which
They're
is
still
a
there.
big deal.
Yeah, it's a huge
Yeah,
deal.
that's a big
It's
deal.
a huge deal. I mean, the ones that we've got, Cobble Houses in Coriopolis, and Coriopolis is coming up. Like,
Yeah.
if people aren't paying attention to that, they should be. They're some of the best tacos I've ever had in my life.
La
are-
Pablanitas.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
You know exactly what I'm talking
Damn
about. You know,
straight,
a gas
baby.
station
Yeah, I know exactly
where
what you're talking
it's a Mexican
about.
grocery store now.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
they sell tacos right
That's
outside.
right out front. Yeah.
Oh my
They opened a
God,
place
it's
across
so
the
good.
street.
Shit's
there now,
gangster,
too.
How
bro.
do you know the name of every building today?
That's actually true. You are killing it with that.
La Papalita at the terminal.
La Pablonita. I haven't smoked as much weed today as usual.
It's incredible.
I just need to not do that, beforehand at least.
Don't get ahead of yourself.
Yeah.
No, beforehand. Just save it for after. You know what I mean? Might as well.
But Scott, which you're drinking the
I have the
General Braddock?
Braddock's IPA from Brew Gentleman, 6.8%. I would give it my personal taste. Shut the front door.
Yeah.
That's a go-to for me.
Yeah.
If I go anywhere and I can't find something I like and this is there,
Yeah.
it's an easy choice.
Absolutely.
This one is from the East End Brewing, called Fat Gary's. I don't know if
Yeah.
that's a subtle jab at myself, but Fat Gary's. It's a nut brown ale. I've never had it before. I just tried it. It's not normally in my wheelhouse, but
Yeah.
I actually think it's not bad.
Yeah.
I'm not going to give it a shunt front door. I'm going to go the out of bounds.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
Only-
usually
only
not,
because that's not my
brown
thing.
ale either.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's not my thing normally, but it's drinkable.
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, the thing with that
choke
too,
it down.
the brown ale, it's not a heavy brown ale.
Yeah.
And it's I think it's like 4%.
Oh, really?
It's a
Yeah,
good start.
yeah,
It's a
yeah, yeah.
starter.
Huh.
It's a good
It
starter.
really is like, you know how they have like Founders All Day?
Yeah,
Or
yeah,
Those
yeah.
like all day IPAs where
Right.
you can like ride them out.
Yeah, yeah.
That's the same thing for a brown ale.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. Okay.
And East End has been around for 18 years.
Oh, really?
Yeah, we found
Yeah.
that out. And they actually, so we're doing 4 varieties from them. They have a hard seltzer that we're going to have.
Uh-huh.
They have an oatmeal stout,
Okay.
a smoked Bach,
Oh.
and then a California IPA.
Oh, shit.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, if you
We are
can't
not
find something
fucking
in
around.
the-
Yeah, no,
I was
not
gonna
at
say
all.
that's
Yeah.
a
You
pretty
can't
big
find something.
range because you see a lot of breweries that are like, okay, we kind of do the New England IPAs, or we're good with the sours. That's a pretty big range.
Yeah. Dancing Gnome used to be that way. And Dancing Gnome is like a nationally recognized brewery. And before we lived in Bellevue, we were in Blawnox, and that was super close to Sharpsburg, which is why I knew about Hitchhiker and Dancing Gnome. Dancing Gnome, their old facility, was so small and like a tiny place. It would be overflowing. And they would basically have like 3 IPAs and then like a brown or something. And it
Yeah.
was like, now they got this new facility and they've just grown and grown and grown. And they have so many different varieties. And like their new facility is beautiful. They're going to be at the Pinball Dojo actually.
Oh, okay.
Sick.
And they're legit nationally recognized. Like
Yeah.
they're a very good brewery. Like when we got them, and they were super responsive too. When we got them, we were super excited about it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We do our weekly beer of the week, obviously. That's kind of redundant.
Weekly beer of the week.
Yeah. Hey, man, I want everyone to know when it is. I mean, I guess we do one show a week, too, so that's as frequent as we can. I completely
Weekly
forget
show of
where
the
I was
week.
going. But almost all of these breweries we've done beers from.
Sure.
Yeah, they're all really good ones.
And even 11th Hour. So I'm not going to name a lot of other breweries that are their neighbors.
Yeah.
But we were talking to them, and nobody was responsive at all. And 11th Hour has been like the whole way. They're
Yeah.
super,
Yeah.
They have
cool.
good beers too. We've had them. They have
great
really
beers.
good.
I'm glad
And
you
I think
brought
their
them up.
facility's the
Yeah.
best one out of the breweries in Lawrenceville too.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Chris
That's
has
what I'm
one from
drinking.
today.
Yeah. I'm drinking Robo Jack, American IPA, it's 7.1. It's good.
Oh,
It's bordering on Flavor Town.
No shit.
It's really good.
Oh,
It's
shit.
bordering on it.
Ooh.
You know what? I tasted a beer the other day, and I'm not going to bring it up because it's not on this, and I want to save it for the show. But it might be a Flavor Town too. So I'm gonna, we'll sneak peek that for next week. But
Sounds good.
this one, I'm gonna go shut the front door still. It's delicious. It really is. It's a nice, for 7.1, it doesn't taste like it, which makes me feel like I'm gonna be in trouble. And then I have Brew Gentleman Akamai. Am I saying that right?
I have no clue.
That sounds right. Yeah.
AKM.
Yeah. Akamai. That sounds.
You even
Yeah, that
spelled it
looks
wrong
right.
looking at it.
You know? Yeah.
That looks right.
like I skipped an A.
I'm looking
Exactly.
at well,
You drink
it's
enough of 'em, it'll be fine.
AKAMAI. And I remember thinking to
Akamai.
myself, this is weird. There's 3 A's in that word. And we had the car bazaar earlier, and I saw that, and bazaar has 3 A's. And I was like, that's so weird. There's 3 A's and 6 letters. This guy right in front of me. It's crazy. That's super inside for just me. I'm glad I did that on the podcast. But anyway, I have Akamai, and it's delicious. It's shut the front door as well. Brew Gentleman, it's delicious. This one, what did I have? Albatross from them was delicious.
Yeah, for sure.
General Braddock.
Braddock's, yeah.
Wow, Michelle from Pittsburgh Foodie Girls brought Garden Party. I wasn't
yeah.
a huge fan of that.
That's the
I
cucumber
don't like
one.
dill.
I hate
So
cucumber.
yeah,
So,
yeah.
sorry.
Chris, the best one I ever had from them was Mexican coffee.
Oh,
We
yeah.
made it last winter.
Is that like a
You're way into
stout, or
coffee
what
beers,
is it?
I'm suddenly into
He's
coffee
super into
beers
coffee
lately.
beers.
I
We
don't
went
know.
to Spoonwood
It's really
twice.
Yeah.
Twice.
Both.
And the first time, they had a coffee IPA. He's like, this is a delicious beer. But here's the thing. It really was a delicious
Flavor Town.
beer. Like, oh, dude, no, that really was Flavor Town.
Yeah, that
Like,
was.
that's Hall of Fame
Yeah.
shit.
Yeah.
So, and then we were there the other day talking about whatever, and there's a coffee blonde that they're bringing
Yeah.
for
Bring
the,
to
the festival.
Festival, yeah.
And he was like, this is an amazing beer. And I'm like, dude, you're just into coffee beer.
I stay awake and I get drunk.
Yeah.
And that sounds
Where's the lock?
delicious.
There needs to be a meme.
I love
of,
that.
There needs to just be a meme of Scott with a coffee bear, and it's like when you go to Spoonwood twice. And then Jeremy, you opened another one, right?
So I had the Aslan one. I didn't rank this.
Oh,
It's,
yeah,
it's
rank it,
definitely
please.
shut the front door.
Okay.
It's not a traditional IPA. It's not super hoppy,
Yeah.
but it's there's enough of it. It's a good blend of the hops and like the sweeter stuff involved in it.
Yeah.
So it's not overly sweet too. So definitely a shut the front door. The other one is Blanks and Postage from Brew Gentleman.
Okay.
And it is a classic English style mild ale that's, I think it's like 4.5. I can't read up
That
here.
sounds super fancy.
It is.
Like you should drink it warm in a pub. While
fucking
football's
delicious. Definitely shut the front door. I mean, Brew Gentleman's super quality, and there's other ones we haven't even touched on. Necromancer is awesome. They're bringing a blackberry current saison and something else, and they do cool stuff. And like
I would love if the can said that and something else.
yeah,
Just trail off
they,
three
do,
dots.
they do have cans.
Some other shit.
And other stuff.
But it's cool. Like Trace, Trace has their facility, and they have a coffee place in it too, so they're open early.
Oh, there you go,
You can
Scott.
get coffee in Bloomfield.
You had my attention now. All right, keep going. Go on.
And it's all those places are cool. Like they're just really great. We're really grateful they're going to be here. All the businesses have been super helpful.
Yeah.
And
Bands and
oh
games,
yeah.
talking about
We
that?
need to talk about the other stuff. I don't want to suck up the whole time, but
No, you're good. We'll
We've
touch
got-
on that, and then we'll take a break.
We've got bands at Revival. We've got Jimmy Mack and the Attack, followed by Rebel Revolver.
Oh,
Okay.
nice.
And then down at Maxwell's End in front of Joy and Movement, which is the yoga studio, and they're also going to have Mindful Brewing there. Do you see what I did there, though? Mindful
did.
Joy Joy and Movement.
Oh yeah, absolutely. No, I love it.
All right.
That was very clever. It
Brew
was
Gentleman
very
is at the
clever.
Closet, which is the vintage men's store, right?
Yeah.
Pretty witty.
Okay.
I'm a
Okay.
clever dude,
Yeah.
right?
It's what are those called? Haberdashery.
Oh, wait. This is my favorite one. This is my favorite one.
Haberdashery.
Pittsburgh Smoke Shop has Altered Genius.
There you go.
Love
Oh,
it.
yeah, that
Love
yeah.
it.
So
Which one's Necromancer? Where's Necromancer?
Necromancer is with Valkyrie. Because here's the thing. Necromancer and Valkyrie have actually done collaboration brews.
Oh, okay.
The vegan donut place here. And
Yeah.
they came in here since, we didn't even mention them. They came in here in the last year. They kill it. They sell out every day. It's a destination. People come here, right? Businesses have been super responsive, awesome, helpful. We've got the bands there. Lincoln Avenue Brewery is going to have music too. I can't remember who, but it's great. I know that after the fact, 565.
They're a Who cover band. I
Down
can't
here,
remember
where we
who.
are, they're going to have music. They have the outdoor space. 202 is going to have music. So, like, when it ends, it's from 5 to 9 on Saturday, August 6th. When it's done, you don't have to leave. We're just starting. All these other places are going to keep selling you beer, keep selling you food, keep having
always good
music
to know.
play.
That's the
Hell
most
yes. I'm
dangerous thing I've
Good to
heard.
know.
Like, the next
Sunday could
day,
be
I'm
rough.
going to be like,
Sunday could be rough.
I'm going to be paralyzed.
Stock up on Pedialyte now.
Before and after, during, too.
Pedialyte enema, halfway.
It's going to be...
They'll have that available at Lincoln Avenue.
Or just the freezer pops, either or, whatever you're into.
Just
Put
get
them
real
up
weird
cold,
shooting
Cheech.
into
That's
your
how you get them up there, man.
But some basic stuff that I really should touch on, and I don't want to take up
Yeah,
a
no.
lot more time.
Tell us where
But, like,
everyone can find
okay,
everything.
so we're also having games, right? Like the street shut down from Lincoln to Balf. Or no, Lincoln is shut down from Balf to Florence. So we're going to have a couple of cornhole sets, some giant Jenga, some giant beer pong, which has been provided by T&M Hardware.
Excited for that.
Giant Jenga is my favorite. I'm a champ.
We'll see.
All right, we'll see.
So, but like we didn't want to do vendors and stuff like that. We wanted it to feel like a fun party
All
kind of
local.
atmosphere, and everybody just hangs out and has fun. They're respectful. You're meeting new people. You're doing stuff together.
It's like a block party.
Right.
Exactly.
With beers.
exactly.
Like food's out
Yep.
everywhere,
Yeah.
beers out everywhere.
That's
games
a
are
great
out.
way to put it.
It's like a
Yeah.
giant block party for the
Yeah.
community. It's fucking wonderful. I love
do
it.
Thank you.
I love it.
And then what we're doing too, it's dog friendly as long as your dog's not an asshole.
Fuck yeah.
And if you don't know what that means, then your dog's probably
An
an
asshole.
Asshole.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So I'm fine with that. It's dog friendly. Here's something too. A lot of people have asked, like, if I'm not drinking, do I have to buy a ticket? You don't, because you can still be there. You can still hang out. You can still do whatever.
Support
If
the
you don't-
local businesses and
Yeah,
what have you.
Exactly.
Exactly.
And you're not going to have a wristband. You're not going to have a passport. You're not going to have a glass. So they're not going to pour you anything.
Right.
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 Everyone's going to call you a nerd.
Look at that loser.
Push you in a locker and shut it up and
Yeah.
Push your water.
pants
on the
you and atomic wedgies and that.
Drink it. There's a seltzer.
Fucking
Go
loser.
get it.
But I mean,
ground. Stop eating all the enema pops, man.
There's a winery in Pittsburgh. Get there.
I feel like on a very serious note though, I feel like that's very much in the vibe of Bellevue itself, and that it's very welcoming. Like,
Yeah.
come enjoy your time. We're not going to judge you. We're not going to do whatever, and we're going to have a good time.
Right.
And kids are welcome too. I mean, I don't want to be around kids, but they're welcome.
I fully feel that. Totally feel that.
Kids are welcome as long as they're not assholes.
If you don't know what that means,
Then they're
then your
probably
kid's an asshole.
Yep.
You fucker.
So and it's from 5 to 9. We got a lot of stuff going on. I want to make sure I'm covering every base with like the frequent. Oh, rain or shine? Yes, rain or shine. Here's why. All the pours are in the businesses.
Yeah.
Now you're not gonna play giant Jenga if it's a thunderstorm, right? Okay.
Right.
I mean, I still.
I might.
As long as there's not a light.
Let's go,
If you're a
baby.
champ, you would.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, if you're a
I'm in it to win it,
If you're a
baby.
contender and not a pretender.
Rain, sleet, hail, snow.
So,
Fuck.
but people
easy
are
to
worried
talk
about
in
weather
here.
and stuff like that, and I think that like people are hesitant until the day of to worry about it.
Because of the weather. yeah.
Bring an umbrella if you think it's going to be that way. But like, it's all the shops are in a line. There's not a long walk from one to the next. and all the pours are inside the businesses. The bands are going to have tents. They can go in the business if they had to and play whatever.
Also, I feel like I haven't said this, but we're going to be recording from the show.
Oh, yeah.
One of the most important parts of this conversation that we neglected.
No, you're good, but I feel like I would need to do my due diligence and saying, like, by the way, it's pertinent information.
We're going to be there.
Yeah, you guys are going to be in the center of, like, the hub of it all. You're literally going to be at what's called the center of Bellevue, there where people are registering.
Well, you couldn't get Shay to come out if it wasn't the center of the hub.
Well,
Exactly
I
right.
mean,
If
I
she
am
wasn't
always
center of attention, I don't want nothing to do with it.
Will you be wearing a tiara that day?
I absolutely will. I have two of them.
She's wearing one right now. Can't you see?
That's not even a joke. We have a little photo booth thing set up for our tent.
Yeah. Oh, yes. We absolutely do. We bought a special camera and everything. It's going to be a good time.
Yeah. Well,
Sick.
and you guys are going to be there, and that's super cool too, because you guys are part of this neighborhood. You know, this is Bellevue centric, but like it's exciting because we know what's here,
Right.
Yeah.
and we get to show it to everybody else. And I'm looking at zip codes coming through. There's people coming from Lower Borough. There's people coming from Cranberry and Gibsonia and like places that somebody in Coriopolis bought 13 tickets in one fell swoop.
Oh my
Sick.
gosh.
Is this a bachelorette
Coriopolis
party? 'Cause,
is up and coming.
girls.
I hope so.
I know, right?
Up and coming to Bellevue for the beer crawl.
Yeah.
There you go. So yeah, I mean, I don't want to,
We will put all of your information in our information or whatever. All the show notes. We'll put the links, and I will obviously talk about it as much as I can.
I'll send you a link for tickets. Tickets
Yes.
need to be purchased ASAP. They go up $10 after on whatever
August 4th.
August 4th. Thank you. And and they are limited. And we didn't expect to have to do that, but we are now. So it's not just a matter of selling them. It's literally we have to accommodate everybody. And it's going to be great. And I really hope everybody can come here, have a good time, and see what we, where we live and what we get to see every day, and the good people that are here and the places that are here that make this such a great place to live and be and enjoy and hang around.
Yep.
Well, there you have it, Jeremy.
Yep.
Very well put. I agree with you. Bellevue's very awesome. I'm happy to be, we're happy to be recording from here, and definitely happy to be recording from Rhythm and Brews on Saturday. So definitely get your tickets right now. But we're going to take a break. Cool. We're going to be right back with very funny comedian Aaron